Why so serious? Welcome to the Scar L. Hello, I'm Raging Amish, and this is the Scar.
You wanna know how I got these scars?
No, wrong Scar.
Oh, I shall practice my curtsy.
And that's still the wrong Scar. Of course, I'm referring to the assault rifle in MW3. To Call of Duty fans, the Scar is a fond memory from Modern Warfare 2. Granted, back then, the gun was called the Scar H rather than the Scar L, but the weapon still looks the same. On that note, I'm going to warn you right now. The Scar in Modern Warfare 3 is not the Scar from Modern Warfare 2. Take any preconception you have about how this weapon should perform and throw it out the window. The devs have truly redesigned this gun. Available at level 6, the Scar is fully automatic, shooting at an average rate of 750 RPM. The magazine size is also typical for an assault rifle, at 30 rounds. If you're wondering why the gun has the -L suffix, it's the mag size. The -L means 30 rounds. The -H back in Modern Warfare 2 meant the gun had a 20 round mag. See? The devs do know what they're doing. Sometimes.
Yes. Well, forgive me for not leaping for joy. Bad back, you know.
Moving on, the Scar's bullet strength is at best okay. Each round does 35 to 20 damage, meaning you'll get a 3 to 5 hit kill. On a strange note, the Scar gets a 50% damage bonus to the head. Most guns get a 40% bonus. The devs did this for one very simple reason. With this multiplier, the Scar can pull off a 2 to 4 hit kill if you get a headshot. Sadly, the range of the 3 hit kill on the Scar is also average for an assault rifle. The gun starts to drop off at 1200 meters and tapers off completely at 1800 meters. To give reference, 1200 meters is double the range of the Striker. I don't mean to sound unenthused, but the Scar has a lot of average stats. From what we've seen so far, nothing is really bad, but then again, little stands out. Take these numbers for what you will.
Oh, goody.
As for the rest of the stats, the Scar shares a lot of features standard for the class. The gun has a movement rate of 90%, medium penetration power, average assault rifle crosshairs, and relatively low idle sway. Thankfully, the Scar isn't a completely bland slate of numbers. The Scar has very quick switch speeds. The gun features a quick raise time of 750 milliseconds and an even quicker drop time of 450 milliseconds. Changing to and from the Scar is a very easy endeavor. The aim down sight time, however, is nothing special. As with most assault rifles, you're looking at a 300 millisecond ADS time. So, the aim down sight time is average and the switch speed is good. I'm sick of rattling off average stats. Surely the reloads are quick, right?
No.
Sadly, the Scar is yet again very average here. You're looking at a 2.4 second reload by default or a 2.68 reload if empty. Thankfully, the ammo is added to the gun at the 1.1 second mark, so learn how to do a reload cancel. You'll be amazed how much that helps when using the Scar. The weapon may have mediocre reloads, but the gun shines, finally, when it comes to handling kick. The Scar is very easy to manage up to medium range. For starters, the gun's recoil profile has a value of 25 to the left, 10 down, 50 to the right, and 40 up. The kick will go up and to the right at an almost perfect 45-degree angle. This recoil profile is very low. Interestingly, the Scar is tied with the ACR for the smallest profile on an assault rifle. Countering the recoil is a center speed of 1100, which is crap. But before anyone jumps to conclusions, you must remember, the recoil profile is almost non-existent. The gun won't recenter quickly, but it's not going to kick much either. Finally, we have the irons. Let's just be honest here, the Scar has the clearest irons in the game. I would argue this is the Scar's biggest asset. Heed my words. I get frustrated when I see people put any sight of any form on this gun. You really are putting the Scar to waste if you're not using the irons. Do not put a sight on the Scar.
Temper.
Since we're on the subject, I'm sure you're wondering what attachment you should use. That's up next. Red dot sight, holographic sight. As I just said, the Scar has amazing iron sights. I love the red dot and the holographic as much as the next guy, but you need to be smart. Picking a sight is a waste. Never use these. Ever. Silencer. This attachment does what it has always done. When equipped, the silencer removes your red dot from enemy radar when you fire your gun. This comes at the cost of reduced range for your weapon. I remember the days of Modern Warfare 2. The silencer was probably the most popular attachment for the Scar at the time, but I have to be honest, that's not true anymore.
Well, I suppose you'd have found out sooner or later.
The Scar has at best average range, so you really are crippling yourself if you pick this attachment. The silencer drops you off to a 5-hit kill very quickly. I don't care how smart a player you are, needing 5 hits to kill is bad. You're far better off with something else if you want to use a silencer. Grenade launcher. A lot of people immediately toss the grenade launcher to the side and never use this attachment. I can understand why. The grenade launcher is very weak and will almost always need 2 shots to kill. The attachment truly is pathetic.
You have no idea.
If you are going to use the grenade launcher, make sure to pick Recon. You can turn your explosives into mini scouting devices. ACOG scope. As I touched on earlier, the Scar is horrible at range, so picking this attachment really doesn't make sense. Nothing can make this gun good at a distance, not even the ACOG. Heartbeat sensor. If you're a newer player who doesn't quite know the maps yet, then you'll probably like the heartbeat sensor. You carry miniature radar on the side of the gun, which should come in handy. Add in the gun's clear irons, and you've got a very user-friendly weapon. I will warn you, however, Assassin counters the heartbeat sensor, and if you haven't noticed yet, said perk is extremely popular. Pick this attachment with caution. Master Key Shotgun.
No. No.
Hybrid sight. As I've said before, the Scar is not very good at range, so any attachment designed for distant combat is an ill fit. I do not advise the hybrid sight. Stick to the irons. Extended mags. This attachment is hands down your best choice on the Scar. Extended mags ups the magazine capacity to 45 rounds and increases your starting ammo loadout by 50%. Think about it for a moment. The irons are rock solid, so you don't need a sight. The underslung attachments offer little, and the suppressor is an ill fit. Extended mags is far and away your best choice on the Scar. Thermal scope.
No, anything but that.
With the attachments down, up next is the perks. When it comes to the Scar, you really do have flexibility, but I did find a few perks to be better fits than others. First up, I like Sleight of Hand. The reload speed by default isn't horrible, but the Scar is designed for close range combat. You need to spare yourself from unneeded downtime. Quick Draw is another strong fit. With a faster ADS time, you can better take advantage of the gun's clear irons. You'll be amazed how fast you can get your targets in sight for easy kills. As for the yellow tier, and yes, I think they're yellow, I say stick to Sitrep or Stalker. Since the Scar is designed for playing fast and on the move, enemy equipment will tend to catch you off guard. Both of these perks will keep you alive and force your enemies to use bullets. You will instill fear in your enemies with close quarter dominance.
Ooh, I quiver with fear.
You must also pick the right proficiency. On the Scar, you can really make an argument for anything. But personally, I like Kick and Focus. Kick lowers your recoil and helps you win mid to long range fights. Focus, on the other hand, helps in close quarters. You can take a shot, but still win the battle. Finally, for your secondary, I honestly preferred the solo MP9. The Scar can have ammo issues if you're not carrying extended mags. You need a secondary that can continue the fight at all ranges when your primary runs dry. The MP9 will fill this need. In the end, I honestly find the Scar to be a bit of a conundrum. I love the gun's irons, but I don't like how it's weak at range. When you need 5 bullets to kill, you're not going to win a lot of battles. I hate to say it, but you have far better choices in other guns for long-range combat.
Life's not fair, is it?
I'm not going to sell the gun short though. Up close, the Scar can be devastating in the right hands. This rifle is ideal for those mid-range fights where an SMG just isn't quite accurate enough, but an LMG is too sluggish. The clear irons, low kick, and the good fire rate will help you win a lot of battles. That concludes this review of the Scar. I hope you enjoyed, as this is only the beginning of the gun guides. Until next time, this is Raging Amish, checking out.